What's up, you lovely lurkers? What do you think about drawstring versus zippers, Denver guys, and girl math, jugger? And can you be Scott smart or outsmart?
Sounds like Jake Paul just beat up on another non-boxer. So let's lurk.
You're a man of your word. I appreciate it.
Hi, everybody.
Give him a view. For those of you who still listen on the archaic podcasting sites, just kidding. Thank you, lurkers. Scott came prepared. I also came prepared in a suit. I have a suit on. And Scott, what kind of suit do you have?
Also have a suit on. It is my birthday suit.
Ooh. So far, I haven't seen the bottom half.
Here's the preview that everybody's going to get at the beginning of the show.
It's just a heart with two hams.
Some pepperonis thrown in for fun.
Two big old pepperonis, Canadian bacon. And that is because last week Scott lost. Scott smart or outsmart. And I decided to dress up because I lost the game of subjective, which is bullshit.
Well, I really wonder what Willie's going to wear next week because, as it turns out, I won again. Your streak is over. My streak is literally through the quad. Like,
wait. Did I win 2 in a row? There's no way.
No, you did not.
Okay.
You might have early in the game, but we were trading off kind of back and forth. But I won 4 in a row. You won 1, and now we're starting over with Scooter's streak. So here we are.
I bought a nice bottle for this to celebrate, and so I am going to celebrate this episode.
Is that called infirm? Because
I can't read French.
Well, lurkers, welcome back to another game of Subjective. This week's subject is going to be something that Willie and I kind of really don't know anything about, so we're going to rely on you to help us vote on who has the best team. The subject is best anime of all time. Why are you looking down? I thought you watched anime.
I know at least half of the ones on this list that you sent me.
That's more than I do.
I think I have a little bit of a one up on you. That's it. But you know what you have?
High hopes.
The love of the lurkers. They hate me. There's nothing they like about me, apparently.
I give them what they want, Willie. Look at this. Look at this. This is all for you, lurkers. Everything from top to bottom.
Well, because I lost, I'm gonna go first.
You get the first pick. Okay.
And there's no better first pick than One Piece.
I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna steal my favorite anime of all time. So I just have to go. For my first pick, it's going to be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
That's a good pick. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great pick. It wasn't my favorite. But
I don't think you've watched One Piece, so I don't think it's your favorite either.
My number 2 pick is Cowboy Bebop. For sure.
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
All right, that's fine. For my number 2, I am going to go with Naruto.
Good choice. I figured that one was going to be off the board pretty quick. Now, Scott, you like to go with some fun, quirky third round picks. I'm going to go with my all-time favorite, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. I almost picked that as my last one, just to mess with you. But if you're going to do that, my third, as you know, gets weird. Gets real weird. And this is one that I haven't watched, but I've heard good things about. It's a little thing called FLCL, otherwise known as Fooly Cooly.
The people that I work with love anime.
Of
Like, it
course
is
they do.
the generation of anime.
Sure.
And the amount of times I hear them talking about Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Easy fourth pick.
Hunter x Hunter. It's like Spy X
Pronounced
Family.
Hunter x Hunter.
Whatever. It's you guys like
Boomer.
it, and you can vote for Willie. But there's an X in there. Why would you put it in there? All right, then for my fourth, I'm gonna go with something that has been talked about not only by people at my work, but by kids across the world. A little something called My Hero Academia.
I have seen so many videos about this. Some of my favorite YouTubers, Corridor Digital, covers this anime, and we have to end my top 5 with Attack on Titan.
Ooh, yeah. That's I've heard a lot of good things. I've seen several clips on the interwebs, but for my number 5, I have to go with something that has been near and dear to my heart since back in the day. Trigun.
You had so many to choose from. You had Death Note.
Never seen it.
You had Demon Slayer.
That's
the
a
world
really good
is
one.
in love with Demon Slayer.
Oh, they totally are. And you didn't pick them.
I didn't. Nope, because Attack on Titan I think is better. This is a challenging list.
Very challenging.
Regardless of who you pick, Lurkers, know that I think this has the potential to be the most controversial lists we've ever made. Go over to our socials, find them down below.
Think you vote.
Let us know.
And we love you.
Scott does, because you're gonna vote for him. I don't understand.
You know what I don't
Me,
understand?
On the other hand,
What? You understand yourself?
I think I'm still discovering a little bit about me.
You're getting
honestly.
there. Well, I'm discovering all about myself, and everybody else is today too. But one thing I don't understand is when you wear pants, what kind of pants do you wear most often?
It's a great question.
I was at work the other day, and I was wearing some shorts, and they were not super expensive shorts, but they were drawstring. And I was going to the bathroom, and I was like, this is the most annoying shit in the world, trying to, like, do the whole, like, stand up and go for guys, and whoever else wants to.
We know you sit down to go.
I love it. It's so nice and comfortable. Seriously, you should try it. So, are you more of a fan of your everyday pant with the zipper, or your after work pant with the drawstring?
You're asking the guy
Who's wearing a
who,
suit?
for a joke, wore my full suit. But I also, I've been wearing it way before we started recording.
Just trying it on, walking around.
I'm the person who packs to go on a trip and brings far too many pants because I'm like, you never know. I need some acid wash denim. I need a nice pair of navy khakis. I'm good to go.
I am totally a drawstring guy versus a zipper guy, with the exception of when you gotta go. Then
Why?
the
What?
zipper reigns supreme. If we could have butt flaps on all of our clothing, I would honestly do that.
Are you afraid aren't you afraid your wiener's gonna get stuck on the zipper?
The Franks can't go above the beans, despite what modern movies will tell us.
You just have to have really long beans.
Mm-hmm.
And
Strings?
then it's not so much the Frank going under, going to the down below. It's more about the beans, they float to the top.
Yeah, like they're filled with helium.
Buoyant. I consider myself good at math. Scott, are you good at math?
Shut up. You shut your mouth. You shut your whore mouth.
Oh, God. Well, considering our next story, that's a little offensive.
Oh, wait.
Let's talk about girl math. You take that right back.
I just want to put it out there. Willie is the prostitute. None of these people, I cannot confirm or deny. And yet I'm the naked one.
Last week, we did girl dinner. And this week, we've got girl math. What is your problem with girls?
Well, I was going to say, welcome to another chapter in empowering women in media, whether it be in audio or visual format. But Willie here has decided to start something. So I've decided there will be something. This wasn't brought up by me. This was brought up by my wife. She listened to the show. She liked it. She was like, yeah, girl dinner's great. But let me tell you, there are several more girl features that you have not heard about. And she said, the next one I'm going to teach you about is girl math. And as somebody who's not good at math, I was like, was that before or after calculus? Because I never got further than pre-calc. I don't even think I finished that.
I think this type of math is the closest resemblance to statistics.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, every one of these girls that does girl math is statistically going to lose everything.
Can you, for those who are not watching, will you explain what girl math is?
Yes, girl math is the concept that, let's say you go out to a store and you're going to buy $500 of like 2 products. That's too much money. That's $500. How dare you? I'm not going to spend $500 on 2 things. That's absurd. But if throughout my day, I buy a bunch of tiny little things and they all add up and I get home and it's miraculous that these like 20 things were $500, I spent nothing. I spent $0. But wait, that's not the most offensive one. That's not it. I want my Starbies in the morning. I don't want to spend any money. So I load up the Starbucks app.
Okay.
Lo and behold, there's enough money in there for me to buy my Starbucks. It's free. It's 100% free. If I pay with cash, that's free money. That cost me nothing. Girl math.
The one I heard was, okay, I'm going to go to this store and they've got a $200 pair of jeans. And, that's so much money.
Too much money.
However, I'm going to return this other pair of jeans that cost $100. And so that's $100 off right there. So the jeans really only $100.
You're losing $100 if you don't buy the $200 jeans.
And they offered me a bottle of water to drink. And that's got to be like, what, $10 at this store? So, I mean, now the jeans are only $90.
20 if it's in the right neighborhood.
Yeah.
Flint, Michigan.
And so basically these jeans are practically free based on how they treated me and my return. Do you do this, Lurkers? Like, do you have this sort of thing? Because everything to me, I'm super frugal. Willie knows this. I will research things forever before I spend something.
There is no doubt in my mind why I am with my partner. Because she is Scott.
Female form.
With an extra hole. Not that matters, but it mattered to me.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
Not as much of that, body hair.
Are you saying she didn't date you because of your looks? She dated you because... Or did she date you because of your looks and not because of your big, beautiful brain?
Can it be both? Why do I have to pick one?
Pick one? Pick one? Pick one?
Well, it's not my looks. I have to try to dress. I've been wearing zippers my entire life because it's definitely not my looks. Anyways.
Well, there's a place in the world where looks are kind of the most important thing, and it's not the place you might think. I heard this the other day.
Like California?
Yeah. It's not L.A. It's not New York. It's not Paris, France. A little town called Denver, Colorado. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and somebody was talking about how it is the mecca of hot guys.
Really?
Think about it. Think about it for a second. Guys from around the States or maybe even around the world will go to Denver because it is the place where you can ski and snowboard and rock climb and mountain bike and hike and just do things that are physical and outdoors and sweaty. And basically, all the men are potential 10s if they live in Denver. And women who may not be happy with their lot in the small town USA. They'll be like, oh, I'm just going to go live in Denver and find my Mr. Right. And he's going to be hot as hell. You're just now realizing it.
Well, hold on. I've got concerns.
Tell me more.
Well, so there was a point in my partner's life where she just like said, I'm done with Minnesota. I'm going to pack up. I'm going into a car. I'm going to go move to Colorado.
Oh.
And she lived in Colorado for like a year or two.
Okay. You guys talk about this? Is this one of those secret things?
Of course. And she's like, we should go back. We should definitely go back. We should go back. We should go back. We should go back.
Don't do that.
Now, she lived in Aspen.
Okay.
But Scott, we are not, as the internet would call it, symmetrical. In the same way. Look at those collarbones.
I think we've got symmetry. It's just, it's more obtuse than acute.
Oh. Yep, I'm more of a circle than I am a triangle.
Our parabola is going down rather than up.
Oh, God. Okay, so real time, while we were talking.
Oh, okay.
I sent a message to my partner, and I said, Scott told me that Denver is known for the best-looking guys. Is that true? She says, I have no idea.
She hasn't been to Denver. She was in Aspen.
Aspen?
Oh.
Had a 2-to-1 ratio, so girls had the pick of the litter.
I knew it. It's right. Guys literally put the ass in Aspen.
I wonder if I became a stepdad.
Huh. So if she's saying you should go back there, you have to come up with every excuse to not. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're done for, man.
Can we finally make a lot of money? Because then it wouldn't matter. I mean, because that's the ultimate good luck is just money.
Well, by the time the show goes live, I hope one of us has won the lottery, the Mega Millions.
Same.
Otherwise, we might have to look at whoring ourselves out in sort of like gladiator fashion, just to get people to notice us.
Why?
To get people to like us.
Okay.
We might have to pick up a new sport.
How difficult is this sport?
Have you ever seen somebody play Quidditch on a field and thought, I don't want to,
Yes.
but I could do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Imagine, if you will, that there was a bunch of people just sitting around thinking like, how can I get into a gladiator battle without actually slaying somebody in front of an emperor? And that, my friends, is a little sport called Jugger. I saw it on TikTok this past week, and I thought, what the hell is going on? And Willie, I have a link here. I want you to click on it. I want you to watch it and react for the audience.
All right, it's a 40-second video. I'm going to just hit play. Okay, what? Why do they look like they're dressed from Kiss?
They're wearing armor and pads. Unlike Batman,
it's
they
a mix
are
between LARPing and American Gladiators. And from what I can tell, you've got a field of 5 people on each team and a goal at the end.
Up to 8.
It looks like they're trying to protect a really big pistachio.
It's called the skull.
There's an International World Cup. How do you play this game in all seriousness?
Real quick, it is 5v5. Let's just say that as an example. You have to rush forward. One team has something called the skull, and they have to protect it and try to put it into the goal. The other team is trying to defend their goal, and one person gets to pick this flail mace on a chain thing. One person gets to pick a short sword and a shield. The other people get to pick batons or long swords, and they're basically just trying to touch or hit each other to knock them out, in which case then you have to kneel, and you're out for that Yeah, tips, tip to tip. But it becomes this like acrobatic show for maybe like 30 seconds to a minute because it happens all very quickly. It's rush, old school wartime side v side, run at each other, screaming, yelling, trying to knock that person out. I've seen it where one team just decimates the other side and the person who has the skull can just walk it right in. But I also think it kind of looks cool in a very violent way.
Yes. I need to tell you about the rabbit hole that I went on this week. I'm scrolling on TikTok. Obviously, you can probably hear by the coughs that I inevitably lazily didn't take out of the show. But I wasn't feeling well, so I had time to scroll on TikTok.
Tell them why.
Too much time, some might say.
Tell them why.
COVID.
What round?
2.
Okay, continue.
Stupid. And so I'm scrolling and I find this guy who is like playing all out airsoft to the point where he's wearing a full ghillie suit, has an airsoft sniper, and is in the bush literally sniping people at like 100 feet away and nailing them. And then I just like go down this rabbit hole of people that are like full realism airsoft. Mm-hmm. These guys, they made a grenade launcher that launches like 12 buckshots of airsoft into a room. So he like tosses it to his buddy, goes into a room and goes ka-dunk, and then it's just like you just hear this spray of bullets go into the room and people go, I'm out.
My favorite airsoft thing is to watch videos of people who are in the full ghillie suits with snipers, and then they put cameras on top of their guns so you can see the shot go and like nail somebody right in the junk.
Listen, I know that this LARPing jugger game would probably be fun, but real life airsoft would be, in my mind, way more fun.
That's because you're a real full-blooded, red-blooded American, Willie. Didn't take the vaccine, got COVID twice, but you're still alive, and you also like guns. So I get it. I hear you. I, on the other hand, feel that maybe I'm a little bit smarter.
You think so?
Just a little bit. Just a wee bit.
Look down. What are you wearing?
It's the same color everywhere. It's maybe a little lighter because it's where the sun don't shine.
And that's because last week I outsmarted Scott. And this week you get another chance, buddy.
I don't know if you outsmarted me. You just read the questions and I got them wrong.
It's fun for me. Listen, this is the game of Scott Smart or Outsmart. On mentalfloss.com, there is a game that you can play called What's the Connection? 5 questions, random trivia, all have a theme to their answers. The goal for you, Scott, is can you get the theme of all of the questions?
And I just want to reiterate, like last week, I do not go and look at these before. Like, you got to trust us. I know look at me. I've shaved a heart into my chest hair for you. I don't do this lightly. It was hard. Yeah. It's hard to do it backwards in a mirror. With just about anything.
But before we go, there's got to be high risk, high reward.
Oh, yeah. High risk, high reward. Oh. Willie, if you get this right, or if I get this right, what I'm going to do is send you links of people vomiting. And you have to watch 5 minutes. I'm going to find a 5. No. High risk, high reward.
Not that high. Not that high.
1 minute?
That's too much.
1 minute.
You can't go immediately to my biggest fear.
Okay.
How dare you?
All right. Fine.
Like, bring the stakes down a little bit, Scott. We gotta build. We gotta build to the vomit. My God.
Okay, fine. You will have to record a 30-second clip of you professing your love for the Paul brothers, and I will post it to every single one of our socials.
And if I win, or if you lose, because I'm not winning. You have to watch the movie Insidious alone in your basement. No. I want a live reaction, and we will go over
I will
review
record it.
on the Saturday episode.
Yeah, I'll record it and I'll put it on YouTube.
Okay.
I'll figure out how to do. You'll have to help me, but I'll have to do like a watching, like 2 camera shot.
Maybe I'll come over and watch it with you. Maybe
yeah.
Maybe when the girls are out for the bachelorette party, if we lose, then that's what we need to do. Okay.
God damn it!
All right, Scott Smarter outsmart.
Oh boy.
Number 1. What follows Leviticus as the 4th book of the Torah, called Bemdebar, in the wilderness in Hebrew?
The 4th book of the Torah. I really should have finished Hebrew school.
The translation is in the wilderness.
Okay, all right. I don't know that one, but we'll come back to it. Pass.
So much happened before Dorothy dropped in is the tagline of what hit Broadway musical?
Okay, that's got to be Wicked.
Correct.
All right, I got one.
What oil company has been ordered by Dutch and Nigerian courts to pay over $2 billion for past oil spills in Nigeria?
My guess is going to be British Petroleum.
Incorrect.
It's not British Petroleum or Exxon?
Nope.
Gosh.
So let's move to the next one.
All right, I don't know.
Calamari is a deep-fried appetizer made from what kind of seafood?
That would be squid.
And number 5. Somebody once told me that Walkin' on the Sun was the B-side of what 1999 hit by Smash Mouth?
Ooh, All-Star. Is it just called
right.
All-Star? Okay.
It's just called All-Star.
Oh, boy. And these...
So, we have Wicked, Squid, and All-Star. We're missing 2 other questions.
Wicked, Squid, and All-Star are all...
Use those puns. Start putting it together. Are you Scott Smart, or have we just outsmarted you?
This is Willie's revenge game for me whooping his ass.
Yes, it is. And there's hundreds of these, so we're going for a while, Lurkers.
All right, just so I can get this over with quickly. Wicked, Squid, All-Star, that would be... These are all musicals.
Okay, that's your first guess.
That's my last.
I'm gonna give you a clue because if we're gonna watch Insidious together,
oh gosh,
at this point you're already watching Insidious, buddy. We can do it with the lights on, and popcorn, and I'll be there with you. These are all types of what?
I am so lost without those other clues. We tried it last week. You need more than 3. 3 does not work. God damn you, Ken Jennings.
All right, before I give that final answer, what follows Leviticus as the 4th book of the Torah? Numbers.
That doesn't mean into the wilderness.
What oil company has been ordered by the Dutch and Nigerian courts to pay over $2 billion? That's Shell. So you've got Numbers, Wicked, Shell, Squid, and All-Star, and these are all types of games. It's a numbers game. It's a Shell game. It's a Squid game, and the All-Star game. I don't know about Wicked. Wicked game?
Yeah, Wicked Games is a song. Most recently covered by Tenacious D. They did it very well. Okay, well, I don't know if I'm going to be on the show next week, Lurkers, because I'm going to be catatonic from nightmares.
And that's our show, you lovely Lurkers. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week. Please rate and review wherever you lurk.
I appreciate all your love. I do not appreciate whatever the hell Willie is trying to do to me psychologically, but let's remember, no matter what, be kind to one another, and we will see you this weekend.